Welcome back. We're, continuing our exploration here through Pembroke Hospital.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
The pain. It's here again.
Alright, so let's continue looking through here. Nope, that's glowing. Ah. This leads out into a new area. Okay, so let's go in here real quick. What's up, Wolfgang? How you doing, buddy? It's just my little cat, Wolfgang. It's close to feeding time for him, so...
It's locked.
Oh, imagine that. It's locked. Ooh, there's a long letter. Let's read it. Hello, sis. How are things in the big city? Here in Broome, things are not so good. It seems the flu is here again, and we have many new cases of infection in the neighborhood. Do you remember Miss Scheller? The old drinking hag from the third floor? She passed away 2 days ago, and her flat is already occupied again. Geez, you would have to pay me a huge amount of money to go sleep in the bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Sorry I did not take time to quickly answer your last letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mum, Dad, and my job at the factory, I rarely find time to write to my favorite sister. By the way, my son says hello to his Auntie Pippa. You should see the little bugger. Already driving me mad. And Mum says you bring back some of those marvelous cakes the next time you come back home. In your last letter, you told me you thought about quitting your job at the Pembroke Hospital. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit. And it's as boring as a day without a shag. Oh, I have a new fiancé, and no, I'm no slut, you moral bitch, you. So, if you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London and join that band you told me about, The Guard or Priven, something like that. Never heard of them, but if they are, like you said, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let the others go in front. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France, by leading too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can and give me all the good news before that. I am your affectionate sister, Lucy, Paul, Mum, and Dad. Ah, so that's for Ms. Hawkins. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so this is the second floor. Ah! Got a new weapon. So I guess the attack speed means it hits quicker. So that's good. Okay. Well, anyway, let's continue looking around here. Oh. Did I miss something? Yep. T. Elwood's medical file. Thomas Elwood, male, age 28. Followed by Dr. Tippett's. The patient's face has been heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of the strongest sedatives, he affirms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds as if the flames are still burning under the skin, he says. Examinations of the cauterized tissues shows no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars are clean. Could it be a case of persisting nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfiguration. Could it be a case of guilt of the survivor, phantom pain manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades? Oh, that's sad.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, this is my office. Okay, well, we'll come back here.
Not now.
Okay.
I cannot enter.
Okay, so it looks like we've searched everything but my office here. Okay, can't go up here. Alright, so it only looked like my office was the only one I could access here, so...
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Article on icons. It is a rare opportunity and almost a privilege to approach a vampire to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits with a scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires, or icon as they prefer to call themselves. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all of his actions, but the trained eye will spot that they have the keenest senses and can react quicker than any mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, necessity to flee, I have seen a vampire move so quickly that it was almost as if they had vanished just to reappear somewhere else. The human eye cannot follow their movements when they act so quickly, but it is not a teleportation or dematerialization. It is only a supernatural speed. For me, it is a cat-like attribute, which allows them to run, dodge, or jump longer and faster than us. I also noticed that such speed seems to exhaust them and that they are bound to physical limitations. Mesmerism. One of the most powerful abilities of a vampire can deploy is the capacity to force a mortal to obey them. I call this trait mesmerism, but it has nothing to do with the mortal ability to alter a subject's mental state. A vampire can bend a mortal to their will, and they can even break a mind. A vampire I interviewed even told me the more a subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage will be, as if the vampire could literally fracture their target's psyche. The same vampire explained to me that this ability required time to master, and that the result could vary widely from one subject to another. implant a false memory, erase a painful one. The possibilities are endless and frightening. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all concerning vampires, since it is the cause of so many tragedies for them and us. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from frenzied drinking every drop of blood they can see. They need blood to function and to express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. This urge, this need for blood, may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he focuses, a vampire can almost see blood all around them, inside warm bodies, through walls, on a supposedly clean weapon, etc. The same vampire even told me that he can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill, and that in some cases he can even sense diseases, infected clothes, or even items in a room. If this is true, it could have so many medical applications. It could have so many medical applications, almost beggars belief. Yeah. Got some glass.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Okay, so so this is a local investigation. It's a much quicker weapon. Okay. Okay, so I need to analyze his blood at the workbench. Okay, so let's go back here to the workbench and analyze the blood. Alright. Workbench. There it is. So crafting, you first need to analyze the components you found to unlock new recipes. Click on the to analyze components. Okay. So I need treatments for sepsis, treatments for fatigue, treatments for anemia. Okay. So I gained a serum. You now have enough components to prove one of your weapons. You can upgrade your weapon to a new level with the required ingredients. It will inflict more damage, and you will also gain access to customization slots. Okay, so I can upgrade it. And it'll take it from 65 to 75 damage. Okay. Okay. Now the next level, I'm fairly close to it. I just need some more common handle parts and another lead plate. And then it'll take it up to 95. Yeah, cool. Okay.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Oh, here's a message from Dr. Swansea. Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the second floor. Please forgive the austere decoration. But Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal, after all. Funny. I also gave orders to let you rest, and for the staff to never enter your room. You will be able to sleep all day without being disturbed, and work at night without raising any suspicion. I'm afraid the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice that there is an open window with a scaffolding that will allow you to enter or exit the hospital without being noticed. I imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you. Believe me, I have studied enough of your species to understand what you must now be facing and feeling. Be assured I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. Know that you're not completely alone facing it. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are all presently facing. I hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. Yours sincerely, Edgar Griffith Swansea. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I have discovered about Icon in the last few years. Feel free to read about it if you need some guidance, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of me. Okay. Okay, so I've got a couple of things going on here. Okay.
And what of my own life? A life.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Whoa. Well, he messed me up. Probably should rest and approach this tomorrow so that I can boost my health. There we go. Just taking a bit to load. So I'm level 3, he was level 6. Okay, so. Yeah, we should probably. Give it a rest for the night. Okay, well that's just straight up making you stronger. This just increases your endurance. I mean, that's a big leap. This is just like 15. And it goes back to 15, 15, and then it's just up 5. Yeah. I don't know that bite really caused that much damage, though. Oh, I gotta be level 8 to unlock that even. Oh, never mind.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Okay, so I need to answer the door. I've analyzed his blood, but the result was only partial. The blood sample was much more unstable than human blood and showed heavy mutation, but that is not what happened to me. Let's keep on searching. I need to gather more evidence of what is going on. Time may be on my side, but not on London's. The epidemic is killing thousands of people. The whole city is on the verge of collapse. I'm starting to believe all of this must be connected somehow, but I can't see any pattern or plausible explanation yet. For now, I must play the doctor and try to do my best to help those who may need me while I continue my search. Okay.
The flower's dying. It needs water. Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse. It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Okay, so there's my hideout. There's the old morgue. Here's the lost wallet in the garden. Well, I guess we'll be stopping this. So I hope you've enjoyed it up till the error, but we'll pick up here heading towards the garden to check out that now that we've leveled up a bit. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you know when I put out new content, and I'll wish you a good rest of the day. Talk to you soon.